Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our 2013 NFL Draft Special for the Chicago Bears. We're going to hand out draft grades, so we're going to take a look at every last selection the Bears made this past April, as well as some undrafted free agents that you want to keep an eye on.
The Bears were able to address a lot of their needs through free agency, so coming into the draft, they wanted to fill certain starters, but also build depth within their roster. And I think they were able to accomplish that. You look at guys like Kyle Long, a swing player on that offensive line, can play guard or tackle. John Bostic, outstanding linebacker out of Florida. You even look down in round 6 and 7, Cornelius Washington out of Georgia. That was a steal right there to get him at that spot. And Marcus Wilson out of Washington State, outstanding receiver with a lot of speed and athleticism. What I like most about the Bears draft is the fact that they were able to add Kasim Green out of Rutgers, 6'1", 235 pounds, the best coverage linebacker in the country, and in my opinion, he instantly upgrades their sub packages, their nickel defense. He'll be able to match up on tight ends and running backs and do a great job in coverage. And also Jordan Mills, the tackle out of Louisiana Tech. I watched him up close and personal at the Senior Bowl, holding his own versus some outstanding pass rushers. This is a guy that can run block as well as pass block, again, giving the Bears depth along that offensive line. The only real head scratcher I had about the Bears draft was that they passed up on two better options at inside linebacker and went with John Bostic out of Florida. In the first round, they passed up on Manti Te'o, and in round 2, they passed up on Arthur Brown, who in my opinion is a better fit for what they want to do defensively and also gives you that added versatility. He can be a weak side backer, a strong side backer, or even line up in the middle. I don't think you get that type of versatility with John Bostic. The Bears have a few undrafted free agents that could surprise and make the roster. You look at Mark Harrison out of Rutgers, 6'3", 234 pounds. This is a guy that reminds me a lot of Alshon Jeffrey. And when you think about what Mark Trestman did with the Montreal Alouettes, he loves these big physical wide receivers that's not afraid to go up and fight for a ball. And Harrison was a guy that was plagued by bad QB play while in college. His best football is ahead of him. I love this move. And also ties into why they went with Marcus Wilson in round 7. And you also look at Brent Russell out of Georgia Southern. Some say he reminds them of Chris Zorich. I wouldn't say that, but he's definitely a productive player. Scrappy guy, undersized, but will fight each and every down. This is a good pickup and will be a great rotational guy on that defensive front. I'm giving the Bears a C+ for their draft, and like I said before, they addressed a lot of their needs via free agency. So coming into the draft, they just wanted to build depth. The only reason why I'm dropping them down to a C+, again, better options at inside linebacker they passed on, and he didn't add a corner to the mix to compete for a backup job. But otherwise, the Bears did some great things. Kasim Green, Jordan Mills, Kyle Long, I think will help this roster and help the Bears get into the playoffs this year in 2013. And I want to give a huge shout out to Bears fan forums for always showing football game plan support.